Welcome back to Tropical Outlook. It's the 2nd of September 2025. We are currently monitoring a tropical wave in the tropical Atlantic region, which is looking more and more likely to develop into a tropical cyclone in the upcoming days. So let's take a look at where the system is right now. It's just located to the south of Cabo Verde. You can see these groups of disorganized thunderstorms flying up around that region, perhaps producing some rainfall to Cabo Verde. It's still really messy because it's in really early stage of its development and there's no sign of any circulation occurring at the moment. But this system is expected to gradually developing according to the National Hurricane Center and various computer models. Currently it has the 20% chance to develop over the next 48 hours and up to 60 to develop in the next 7 days. This is the latest sea surface temperature, currently sitting at around 28 degrees where the tropical wave is, which is already quite favourable for development, and to the left hand side of our image up to 29 degrees, which indicates the western part of the Atlantic Ocean still really warm and warmer than other parts of the Atlantic Ocean perhaps, which is going to favour this tropical wave development as it tracks towards the west. This is the latest European ensembles. You can see they are expecting this tropical wave to take a westerly track initially, perhaps in the first week of its lifespan. And notice the prediction starting from next Wednesday. There's a pretty big divergence. Some members expecting this system will shift its track towards the northwest, while some other expect it to move towards the west continuously and impacts the Lesser Antilles on a larger scale. This, I believe, is related to whether the high pressure area gets weakened by troughs over the next week, because when a weaker high pressure area is present, it will cause tropical cyclones to move towards the north, whilst a stronger high pressure area does the opposite, which in this case will probably lead to the system to track more towards the west and impact the Lesser Antilles. So we will be watching this change in the environment, particularly on the Atlantic high pressure areas. So let's take a look at the GFS forecast. So they're now expecting a tropical depression to spin up by tomorrow. That's the earliest possible time. It will reach tropical storm status by Friday. Then it will take solar from west-northwest track, perhaps reaching Category 1 hurricane status early next week. And notice how the GFS here expecting a track much more distant away from the Lesser Antilles comparing to some of the European ensembles members. Then it will track towards Bermuda, perhaps making a close approach there, and then it will curve away towards the northeast into the jet stream later on. So really, we hope this is the case. That's going to happen because we don't want impacts to the Lesser Antilles, and obviously we don't want impacts to Bermuda, but currently if it takes this track according to the GFS model, then it will probably impact Bermuda and not impact the Lesser Antilles. But according to some European members, they are expecting impacts to Lesser Antilles, so you can see the divergence is pretty big here. In the Atlantic Ocean, the next name on the list is Gabrielle, which is probably going to see that in a few days, followed by Humberto, Imelda, Jerry and Karen. So far, one landfall has been recorded this season, which is caused by tropical storm Chantal, which made landfall as a 40 miles per hour weak tropical storm. Taking another detour around the world, we have two brand new tropical cyclones in the very active Eastern Pacific Ocean season. Tropic storm Kiko, with winds of 65 miles per hour, looking well structured on the satellite imagery, could intensify into a Category 2 hurricane in the next few days according to the National Hurricane Center, and new tropical depression 12